So osmolarity is going to measure the total solute concentration in a solution, right? This is going to be expressed in osmoles per liter. All right, think of it like this. You have a big jar of water where you're going to dump a cup of sugar. And instead of focusing on the weight of the sugar, you count the number of sugar particles that are going to be floating around in the jar. The more particles you add, the higher that osmolarity that you're going to have. All right, so osmolarity considers how many particles are dissolved, which helps us understand how water moves between the different compartments in the body. All right, so we're talking about the intracellular and extracellular spaces. Now, milli equivalents are measured in milli equivalents per liter. These are used specifically for ions. Ions are going to be charged particles like sodium with a little plus sign, or potassium with a little plus sign, chloride with a little negative sign. All right, these are called ions. Now, this unit is going to measure how many of those charged pieces are present in the solution, and they're going to account for the different strength of the charge, okay? So think of it like this. Let's say we have salt, all right? Salt is NaCl, so we have sodium plus and then a chloride negative. These are going to be made of charged particles, that's sodium and chloride. Now, the milli equivalents per liter, not only are we counting these particles, but we're also considering the little charges that they have, positive or negative. All right, so again, sodium is going to have that 1 plus charge, which would be considered 1 milli equivalent. Chloride has 1 negative charge, that would be considered 1 milli equivalent. Now, calcium's a little different. Calcium has a 2 plus charge, so here we're going to have 2 milli equivalents per liter. Okay, now as far as a clinical analogy for this one, measuring osmolarity is going to be like counting all of the people in a room, all right, regardless of their role. And then measuring milli equivalents is not really like counting people, but it's going to be noting the power levels of the people based on their influence or their strength. All right, so clinically, this helps us in, managing electrolyte imbalances and ensuring that we use the proper IV fluids for hydration therapy.